Hi, and welcome to Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. This is the first time I've actually advertised on Facebook. Well, not advertised. I mean, it's just a little feed I do for myself and my friend. But if any of my friends are here, welcome. Obviously, I'm looking right now, and there is nobody here, so it's just me, which is good. No pressure on me then. Tonight, we are watching the New York Islanders at the Montreal Canadiens. We're about maybe 10 minutes or so to puck drop. And the big news, of course, is that Carey Price will be playing in nets for the first time this season after a long injury and rehab. He's finally back in the nets. Just, if anything, maybe just to get his game mojo back. So it should be interesting to see, how game ready he is in this game. So, if you're as a Habs fan, this season has been pretty disappointing. They're currently sitting in 31st place in the NHL. Only the Arizona Coyotes are in worst place. You see me glancing down, that's because I have my cheat sheet here with the lineups. Sorry, I didn't do a stream for the last game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. I had a function. My daughter had a function at her school I had to attend, and I couldn't do the stream. I didn't get back until close to the end of the second period, so I just didn't bother. And I don't think I missed much. It looked like they put up a rather poor effort. I also didn't miss the cannon going off. I still have PTSD for that 10-0 loss. Montreal had 10 cannon shots in Columbus for the 10 goals Columbus put up. Oh, yes. Let's get right to our poll question. This is going to be an interesting one. I thought of this one before the broadcast tonight. The question is, Florida started playing a 5-man power play unit, a 5-forward power play unit, I should say. They're always 5 men. Montreal last game tried it out too. I believe they got a goal from it. So my question is, should teams adopt a 5-forward? That's with 5-forward power play. Okay. Let's send that out there. Okay, so should teams adopt a 5-forward power play unit? And for the most part, I'm thinking that's probably just going to be the first unit. The first power play unit that would go out with 5 forwards. Montreal tried it last game. It didn't result in a shorthanded goal, so I guess that's good. I mean, if it works, as long as you have one of the guys is kind of a defensive forward, I think it's okay. I think more skill out there is a good thing. But I don't think, for Montreal, I don't think whether it's a forward or defenseman is the big issue. I find the big issue is they're stagnant. They're kind of standing. I remember Hoffman was in the center defensive spot, and then you had Caulfield on one side and Suzuki on the other. And then usually it's somebody below the goal line. I think they had Paling in front of the net. I forget who was below the goal line. But they didn't move around. They were just stagnant, just passing it back and forth that way, just moving ever so slightly back and forth. But I think what you need to do is I think you need to start circling people in and out, passing it back, kind of trying to create confusion. So you can get somebody away from coverage who can let off a good shot. So they're doing I wonder if they're going to do a tribute to Bobby Orr, who died today. I'm sure they'll make a mention of that. This is the first game that I've had 2 people in the stream at the same time. So congratulations, you guys set a record. Okay, so they're doing some kind of announcement right now. I usually use ESPN Plus to stream the game in the United States. It's a great option for me because my kids want Disney. I already had Hulu, so it's almost like I get ESPN Plus for free. So that's great. Join me with whatever way you're watching the game to hear me talk about hockey, if you like. Um, but today I can't use ESPN Plus because it's blacked out in my area. So I actually have to turn it to regular TV and watch it using MSG network. Oh, sorry. What did I say? Bobby or it's Mike Bossy who died. Yeah, they're giving a tribute to him right now on the. Wow, that was a real brain fart by me. Mike Bossy, right? He died. Great player, good, led to 4 Stanley Cups. Um, yeah, not much I could say. Rest in peace. Okay, so I was looking at the odds before the game. Um, so we have the money line odds. They have the New York Islanders minus 155 and Montreal plus 125. And if you're new to odds, minus 155 means you bet $155 is the best way to think about this. You bet $155, you make 100 if they win. In Montreal, it's plus 125. That means if you bet 100, you get $125. And I know Montreal's been on a 3-game losing streak, but I think I like this one for Montreal. I think I will take the Montreal plus 125. And the over under in this game, I remember Winnipeg. I don't know about this anymore. Winnipeg and Montreal it just seemed like there should have been a lot of goals in that game. And I thought the over was the better bet. But it turns out that was the under. But that was 6.5, and we have 5.5 for this game, with the over being minus 125 and the under being plus 100. Now, I don't know. You think New York Islanders, they play a pretty good system. They try and keep the goals down. Um, that would make me believe that the under is a better choice. But that's what I said about Winnipeg. You know what? I'm going to take a flyer on this. I'm going to take the over minus 125. So there's only 2 games tonight. The other game is Winnipeg at Florida. So the worst Montreal can do, and by the worst I mean the best Montreal can do, because as you being in the 31st place team in the NHL, what you're rooting for now is to try and get the best shot at the number 1 draft pick. So all they can do is lose the game and stay in 31st place is the best option. If they win, they're going to move up to 30th place over Seattle because Seattle's only 1 point behind or 1 point ahead. 1 point, 1 point behind for that last playoffs. Whoa, we got 4. Wow, I'm impressed. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Watch Habs Hockey and Rob's Crazy House. Please join me. Watch the game with whatever feed you have. There's Carey Price. Great to have him back. It's been so long. It's been such a horrible season. 5. We have 5. All right. Wow, I got a lot watching tonight. Okay, lineup changes. We have Pizzetta in. And we have Weidman back, and that was in place of Harris. And Tyler Pitlick who's Pizzetta is replacing. And of course, in goaltender, Carey Price. You can tell I'm excited. Oh, New York Islanders. The one thing I didn't know is Varlamov playing or is it Sorokin? They they thought it might be Varlamov because Sorokin didn't have a good night last night. I'm just waiting to get confirmation of who the goaltenders are to see if Varlamov is the one playing. And we're just about to start here. Just waiting for the goaltender announcements here. Got a little warm in this area in the last couple days, so having this Canadian sweater on, it's getting a little warm. This actually, I'm gonna stand up. This is my circa 1944 Canadiens jersey. I got that a long time ago. I believe I got it for Christmas. Thank you to my parents who got it for me at that time. It is one of the older Canadian shirts I have. I do have 3 of them. You notice I don't have a lot of paraphernalia. My wall should be full of paraphernalia. I'm not a big believer in collecting stuff. I guess that's why you don't see me with. I like to use things that are practical, which is the sweaters, and I've had coffee mugs and actually I have a toque. And we're underway, by the way, while I'm talking here. So let's see how Carey Price handles his first shot. We got New York Islanders defense. I'm mentioning I want to see the goaltender. Come on, give me the goaltender. No. Oh, come on. All right, 6 people. Welcome, everybody. Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. The game is underway. Islanders pressing a little bit here. No, not so much. Montreal takes over. If you have watched Montreal, one of the biggest problems tends to be getting out of their defensive zone. They've turned the puck over many times before they cross the blue line, which leads to extended zone times and then really good opportunities because they end up being tired because their shifts are like a minute and a half and 2 minutes. Okay. So far, it's been a little bit of back and forth. Nobody's created that much pressure. We got Evans taking it into the zone right now. And he gives it up. This is probably not going to be a very exciting game. I can tell you that. Just the way the Islanders play their system. Oh, we got Dvorak streaking down here. Tries to take a shot, deflected. Got it back. Oh, we got a shot with the tip. So Montreal putting on a little pressure here in the early going. That's good. Dvorak's looking strong on the puck. He's had possession multiple times in the zone, fending off the Islanders. But now the Islanders are back. Oh, that was dangerous. Little 2-on-1 down low for the Islanders, but he couldn't control the puck. And now Islanders just pick it up back in their zone. We haven't really had too many opportunities. Montreal did have that extended shift, the Dvorak line. But the Islanders almost had a 2-on-1 down low. So let's talk about the Habs record right now. They've played 74 games. They have 20 wins, 43 losses. Oh, what do we got? Geez, I talk looking away. They get a back opportunity right in the top of the slot. I was saying 20, 43, and 11, 51 points. I think the biggest part of that is the minus 91 goal differential. The worst in the NHL. Minus 91. They've scored 91 fewer goals than they've let in. Carey Price has not had a shot yet. I want to see how he handles, because Carey Price is at his best when he just looks like he's not trying at all. If the puck just comes to him and he just shuts it down. If that's it, the way he's playing, then he's on his game. When he starts flopping around a little bit, just going for swims out of his crease, get coffee with the puck now, trying to do a little spinorama. Didn't work. And the Islanders have it back. So my poll question was, should they use a 5-forward power play? Should the teams use a 5-forward power play? And I stress that I don't think you want to do that on the second power play unit, strictly because once the penalty's over, sorry, I'm just kind of trying to do two things at once: watch the game and talk. No, once the penalty's over, you have 5-on-5 again. You don't want trap 5 forwards out there against their other line, have nobody on D and extended zone time. So this is really just about the top power play unit that goes out there for like a minute or so. So we'll see if they do that again. Was that just an experiment for one game, or is Martin St. Louis gonna use this going forward? I'll be interested. But as I said, I don't think really that's been their problem. I think that they really don't move themselves enough on the power play. They're kind of more too stagnant. Not I saw good power play units where they're kind of cycling the players, not just the puck. They'll bring a player up high, one down low, and then cycle players, trying to catch the other team with missed assignments and then creating a good scoring opportunity. So how many votes do we have? We have one vote. So please vote on my poll. I'm trying to do one poll a period, so I'll keep this up for the first period, and then we'll dive into a second poll in the second period, and so on and so forth. And always, if you have any questions or comments, please put them on the chat, and I'll try to address them as best I can. Oh, we got Armia coming in. He gets hooked. He gets the penalty. Yep. Just got a little separation, and then Anders Lee had to hook him so he couldn't get a clean shot away. Okay, well, I was just talking about the power play. Now we get to see, are they going to do the 5-man unit again? He's kind of like, it's close. Actually did think, and looking at the replay, I think he did get him on the hands on the backside, which is probably why they called it. He didn't really do anything on the forehand side. Here we go. Oh, they got Weidman, so it's a 4+1. I guess they didn't like the way it went last time. Oh, Caulfield. Oh, good chance. Caulfield's got it again. So you have Weidman on the point. Weidman just takes the shot. Sometimes that's the best play. Just get it in there. Look for deflections. Look for rebounds. Oh, Caulfield went off the heel of his stick. Oh, Caulfield missed it again. He was wide open. Oh, man. Good movement on the power play. That was excellent movement. Looks like Weidman's a better choice than Hoffman, quarterbacking that power play. You got Caulfield with it again, dangling. They've been having some good zone time. Yeah. You know what New York is good at? They're good with their sticks. Look, they deflected that one again, too. They're working it around. This is what I was saying. Look at them. They're man up top and 2 on the side, and they're just passing it around. They're not moving much. They really need to. Oh, it is Sorokin tonight. So it wasn't Varlamov. It's Sorokin. They finally just making sure I tell myself that it is Sorokin playing nets. Good. They did have some opportunities. Suzuki walks in. But you know what? If he can see that puck, it's just going to be an easy save. He's good enough. I think Weidman had it right. You just get the puck in there. Stop trying to be so fancy. Just get it in there. Get somebody like Paling in front, digging away at it, or Gallagher. Oh, Armia with a one-time snipe, but Sorokin was better. That was a good save. Look at this one-timer. Woof, that had a lot of He got all of that one. You got all that one. Wow. That is what about their third shot on goal. So they've actually done pretty good on this power play. Are we done? 11 seconds left. Yeah, looks like over might not be the right choice. Already 13:44 left. And really you could count the opportunities on one hand. Let's see what's going. Oh, now you have Hoffman out there. I saw a tweet that said Hoffman was a play killer, which made me laugh. And that was it again. He tried to reverse backhand it out front and it killed the play. Penalty over. Had some good chances, especially the Armia one was probably the best. Ooh, nice stick there. Separate. It was a little 3-on-2, and who was it? Edmondson got a stick in the way. Good defenseman. Oh no, it was Byron. Sometimes it's hard to see these numbers. Montreal still putting pressure on, but it got blocked. 4 shots on the power play. So pretty darn good power play. So let's see. I mean, trouble is they've had one power play. I've noticed the Dvorak line, and it looks like the power play has given them a little life. They're still putting pressure on, mid-ice pressure. Ooh. That was Caulfield trying to strip the puck. He didn't quite do it. Oh, he stripped it this time. Suzuki has it. Generating some zone time off the turnover. They got Anderson with the Suzuki Caulfield line, which I've said it a few times. I think he is the best choice for this line. He's a big body. He can go in on the heavy on the forecheck. When he comes in with the puck, he can separate. Like he can create time and space for Suzuki and Caulfield coming in behind him. And you got icing. So I do think he's the best choice for this line. Giving them the time and space to do what they do is the most important thing. Where do we go? 2 votes now. So one person says yes and one person says no for should teams adopt a 5-forward power play. Obviously, St. Louis thought no. He gave it a try. Although, to tell you the honest truth, I don't think Hoffman is the best choice to quarterback. Which, I mean, Weidman looked much better back there than Hoffman did. Montreal keeps applying some offensive zone pressure, but Islanders take it out now. The trouble is the Islanders play a very good defensive structure game, but they do have a couple of forwards who can snipe. So you give them one opportunity, they can score a goal, and then they can shut the rest of the game down. They like to win games 2-1, 3-2, 1-0 stuff. Like you don't need to give them much. You give them, and Montreal has given up some clear opportunities before. But now you have Carey Price. So now we'll see how that goes. All right, we're in commercial break. We have the poll question. Should teams adopt a 5-forward power play? We got 1 vote yes and 1 vote no. And I think what Martin St. Louis proved is if you have the right forwards, it can work. I think Florida, well, let's be honest, Florida, you have some pretty good offensive players in Florida. Of course, if you throw 5 of the best offensive players out on Florida, they're going to have success. And they've shown that. Montreal, I mean, they have Caulfield, who's a sniper, Suzuki, who's a playmaker, but has a pretty good shot. Hoffman's just the shot. And then after that, who else do they have? You don't really have any snipers after that. You don't have, and I mean, Armia, I guess, as you saw in that power play, is a pretty good one timer. You have Paling, who's a big body who can sit in front of that net. I'm just wondering if you're going to have someone quarterback, it's probably should be Suzuki, but I don't think they have the confidence to have him quarterback like that. So I don't think you're going to see that. But Weinman's good on the power play, so he's probably a good choice. So that's what I said. It depends on your personnel. Do you have the 5 players? Do you have the quarterback? Do you have the couple snipers? Do you have, the net front presence and someone who can dig the puck out of the boards? This is what you need if you want to have 5 forwards on the power play. And Montreal and St. Louis noticed right off the bat that Weidman is a much better choice to quarterback the power play. It's something he's good at. Now here's Hoffman. Boy, you would like to see. I guess it got deflected. Or no, they said Sorokin got it. I would like to see Hoffman snipe again. I mean, it just looks like he just hasn't seemed to find the net. He either shoots it close into the body or he doesn't hit the net with it. Just too many times for a natural sniper to not be able to find the net like that. It's just been concerning. Like to see him find his game before the end of the season. Oh, Romanoff just goes in, takes it off the boards, and takes a shot at the net. Just don't play around with it. Just take it in, take the shot, see what happens. Not a bad play. It's never a bad idea to take a shot. Montreal trying to keep the pressure on. This is the fourth line, the Paling line. I guess we'll call it because Paling's the center. Getting some good zone time in there. But now it gets cleared. Job well done. Probably go off the ice now. That's a quick exit by the Islanders. Some good passing there. But they're immediately pressured by Montreal. This is what you have to do. I think maybe something they got away from the last few games is just pressure them before they get into the zone. I think they were allowing teams to come in with a little bit too much speed. Gain the zone. Oh, there's another one of the Montreal problems. Turnover at the blue line, right at the blue line. They get it back, so it didn't cost anything. Oh. It was Pitlick. Pass was behind him. Oh, that's like the first test for Carey Price, and you hear the fans cheering already about it. It was a decent. I mean, it wasn't much of a challenge, but it was good to see him get the puck. After it's been 10 minutes, he's only had the one shot, I believe. He might have had a toss in that was just a glove grab, so it might be 2 shots. But that was the first real test of a shot. Ooh, it's the little bouncer. Those can be trouble for the goalie taking a short hop. Caulfield with it. Caulfield's had a couple of maybe wants to change his stick or something. He's had trouble controlling the puck. Yeah, see, again, he had trouble with the puck. Ooh, who's that? Suzuki. Stripping the puck there in the neutral zone. They've done a much better job of that this game, standing him up in the neutral zone. It's been much better. Ooh, that was close to being tipped. It's the Dvorak line out there again. If I'm looking for a bad line, Oh, here comes Galley coming in. He's going to beat out the icing. We create some more zone time. Oh, another turnover by New York Islanders. Montreal keeps the pressure on. Oh, but it got blocked at the blue line. Been impressed with Schoenemann. The poise with the puck has been really good. They're back in the zone, they've spent a lot of time in the zone. There's another save by Price. A little difficult. It was a little deflection off the stick of the defenseman. 9-3 the shots. Yeah, I was right. And we're in commercial break again. So Carey Price, it's good that he gets the easier shots early. Get him into the game. So so far so good. He's looked pretty poised out there. And just going over my cheat sheet, see what's going on. Unfortunately, you have a 9-3 shot lead, but you still haven't scored. As I said, the Islanders are an opportunistic team. They just wait for you. They are patient. They wait for you to turn over the puck, and they pounce on it, and then they score. And then you're playing catch up all game, and you're just playing. Like, if that happens, you're just playing right into their hands. So it's important that, because Montreal take the lead, because the Islanders have a much more difficult time playing from behind. The Islanders are the 9th place team in the East, but they're not going to make the playoffs because they're about 15 points out. I don't think I listed it here, but yeah, I looked at that before. I think they have 77 points. And most of the other teams, I think, are probably in the high 80s and almost low 90s now that we have less than 10 games for most teams to go before the end of the regular season. The East has pretty much been set. I know not mathematically, but it's pretty much been set about 10 games ago. There was no realistic path for anyone to take the top 8 teams out. The West is a little bit more interesting, we'll say. Speaking of which, I never did check the late game from last. My daughter is a Golden Knights fan, and I just want to get a quick check and see how they did last night. I think I did check earlier. I think they did. Did they win? Yeah, they won. Oh, they won 6-1 against the Flames. Well, they helped their own cause out there, didn't they? They, in particular, I think, have the best chance against the LA Kings, who they hold now 1 game in hand on and are 1 point behind. So I'm rooting for her team to get in, as I don't have my own team is definitely not getting in there. They were out of the playoffs a while ago. And mathematically, even, they were really out of the playoffs probably halfway through the season or more. Suzuki taking it into the zone, and they're trying to set up the forecheck again. Oh, Suzuki tried to pass it to Anderson and just missed. Suzuki to Caulfield. Shot from the point deflected out of play. So if you're just joining, hello, welcome. Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. Must remind people that you have to have your own feed for the game. I don't have a feed. I don't have any copyright. I don't have any, what would you call it, permission to play this game. And I know if I ever did show an MSG, I know for sure they would complain. It's New York, baby. They would, if you take away any of my money, I'm going to shut you down. Sorokin with another blocker save. You really got to deflect it or get in his face. Because that shot from the point, if he can see it, he'll stop it. Like any goalie in the NHL, that's going to happen. And a commercial break again, which is good. I could use a little drink because it is a little warm in here. Wonder. Well, I can't do a poll now. You know what? We're gonna end this. I want a new poll, so we're gonna end that poll, and I'm gonna start a new one. Can I change these options? Yes, I can. Awesome. Because basically, I want to ask the question: who is the best line for Montreal? And I'm going to need a few more options. We're going to do this as the game goes along. So we might just keep it. So. Suzuki. I'm going to use the centers. So the first line is Suzuki line. The second line is the Dvorak line. And now I'm going to have to add Dvorak. And then Paling is the third line. Then we're going to add the fourth line here, which would be the Evans line. Oh, I should specify tonight. Who's the best line for Montreal? People are going to go all over the regular season and figure it out. But no, tonight. Who do you think the best line is tonight? And you can wait. I'll keep it until the end of the second period. Who is the best line for Montreal tonight? So far, I've liked the Suzuki line that's generated zone. Actually, they've all been pretty good. I guess, if anything, I haven't mentioned Paling's line all that much. I have mentioned the Suzuki and Dvorak, and I did mention once the Evans line. Now this would be the first real zone time the Islanders have generated. And they got a possession right now. Carey Price with a save on a tip. It's looking good. Yeah, I just said that, buddy. The announcer just said exactly what I said. The first sustained zone time for the Islanders this period. Another stoppage. This has been a slow period, I have to say. The Canadiens have generated a lot of zone time, but a lot of zone time has not represented a lot of chances. They have not had. No, that's a good positional save. He saw he reacted after the puck hit him, so that was definitely more of a positional save than anything, and that's what he's good at. He's good at being positionally sound, and he doesn't look like he's wasting a lot of motion, which is good for him. I can guarantee you he's probably. I would bet money he's not playing tomorrow night because it's his first game back. Oh, Caulfield again. Get a new stick or something. Something up with that stick. It's got holes there. Oh, Price with an excellent save there. Anders Lee taking the shot. Right from the top of the hash marks. Pretty good shot, but Carey Price was better. Oh, the Carey chance going up now. Did these fans miss Carey Price? They missed cheering for this guy. So it's basically the second chance. that the Islanders have generated. They got Pitlick coming in now. There's Romanoff at the point. Ooh, he tried to go cross ice. He had Armia, but it jumped over his stick. You got the Evans line out here now. Oh, that was a good chance for Pitlick. Right in front of the net on a rebound. He tried to put it past Sorokin, but couldn't do it. And the Islanders clear it. We got 3 minutes left in the first period. I have to say, there's definitely been no real good opportunities. Is that icing? No, not icing. I must have missed the deflection. Or if you like lift a guy's stick, they'll also call it off for that too. Oh, it was offside. I was just about to say they turned it over at the blue line again, but not quite. It was offside. Look at the battle from Armia. Oh, good chance. Sorokin making some good saves, actually. You know, I hope this isn't going to happen to Caulfield again. When he was on that dry spell at the beginning of the season, one of the problems he had was controlling the puck. It would go off the heel of his stick. He would lose it trying to stick handle and stuff like that. This game, I'm seeing a little bit more of that from him than I normally see, and it's been a little bit. I really hope it's not something that lasts for games. I'd like to see him get more. I'd like to see him get to 20. And you'd think it's possible, but no. Hopefully changes sticks or something to like make sure that he can control that puck. Oh. Something must have happened to Varlamov. They brought somebody, their backup from, well, not from their farm system. So that's probably why he's not playing. It seems like he's injured. I just keep thinking. I took the over and the under's looking more and much better choice. Gallagher, nice shot. Oh, the rebound. Oh, Gallagher right through the crease. Not surprising. Just muscles his way through. Oh. That was blocked. I'm trying to test Carey Price here. First shot was I got you. Swallowed by Carey Price. Shot from the circle, from the face-off dot. Yeah, another turnover. Oh no, this wasn't the turnover. I think Islanders, they're good with their sticks. That's part of their structure. There's the turnover, yeah. Villiers taking the shot. Carey Price with a breadbasket save. And then Canadiens take it out of the zone off the faceoff. Oh, that's a good play. I like that play where you shoot it. Savard unloads. Wow, that was a good shot. Bellows and Barzell passing it back and forth, but it amounts really to nothing. Now Caulfield with it. Oh, tried to get it to Anderson, but picked off very well by the Islanders. Oh, Suzuki with a good block on the pass there. Pelech, he didn't miss by much. Somebody in front screening Price. It just missed the far post. Nope, icing. All right, we're closing in. 37 seconds left in the period. That was a close shot. Carey Price was screened and didn't see it. And I think there was a little room on that far post. And he just missed the far post. Right here? No, it was the second pass. Oh, no, that was the Barzell passing back and forth with who was partner with Barzell? Bellows. Montreal trying to get one last opportunity. Armia trying to strip the puck. Nice big body there, trying to strip. Back to the point. Oh, that's it. It's done. Probably what you would expect in a first period in an Islanders game, a nothing score. Couple of nothing real clear, like not a real clear cut opportunity. I think Montreal's best opportunity was the one timer by Armia that Sorokin caught, and the Islanders was probably the slot shot that went off Price's blocker. Montreal took it to them with the power play at the beginning of the period, but I think the Islanders came back a little bit, had some zone time at the end. So, this game, if it goes, I think the bottom three teams are pretty much set. So they're either going to finish, I don't know how it's. Arizona controls their own destiny. They could lose all 8 games that they have left, and they would be in last place. There's nothing Montreal can do if Arizona loses their last 8 games. And I think they're capable of doing it. They've shown that they're a really hard team to win. All right, we have one vote I changed the poll question because I think I like this one better. Who's the best line for Montreal tonight? The Suzuki line. One vote for the Suzuki line. I have to say Dvorak's line has been noticeable. Suzuki's line had the power play time, so they had some good opportunities on that. I just hope Caulfield plays a little better with his stick. They have had some zone time. They've passed it around. They haven't had a really good chance out of it. Dvorak's line and Evans' line has been forechecking like crazy, but they haven't generated any real good chances. Who was it? Pitlick. Pitlick's on the Pitlick's on the Paling line. He's probably outside of Armia had the best chance on a rebound off a point shot. So that was the only time I really noticed that. There was another time they had a little bit of zone time that I noticed them. But that was probably the best chance outside of the Armia chance. I think it was Gallagher with the shot. So if it was Gallagher with the shot, then they must have been doing a line change at the time. Or they got the lines mixed up, or they changed line. I'm going to have to watch next period. Maybe they did change the lines up. We'll see. And we're, by the way, in the first intermission, you are watching Watch Habs Hockey and Rob's Crazy House. We still have a 0-0 game for Montreal's 75th game of the season. There'll be 7 left after this. They are playing tomorrow night. They're playing against Washington. Washington did get trounced by Toronto last night. Was it last night or the night before? I was shocked. I didn't watch the game. Was it last night? I think maybe the night before. No, it was last night. Yeah, 7-3. Kind of shocked me. Who scored in that game? Let's take a look. I'm just kind of interested. Oh yeah, the 26-year-old rookie that all Torontonians are asking to win the Calder Trophy. Bunting scored. Let's see who else. Nylander a couple. Bunting a couple. Mikhailov. Was that 2 for Mikhailov? Yeah, 2. So 2 for Mikheyev, 2 for Bunting, and 2 for Nylander. Matthews didn't score. Shocker. Did the cap and see did who scored for the Capitals? Just because I like Ovechkin, Wilson, but it doesn't look like he scored. As a goal scorer, I like Ovechkin. Carlson. You're just kind of watching Ovechkin just to see how close he can get to Wayne Gretzky's record. That would be something. If somebody were able to break Wayne Gretzky's goal scorer record, that would be a shock amongst shocks because it looked like that record would never be broken. And I think he's about 100 goals away from it. It's the all-time goal record. We'll just take a quick look. I am not a person who keeps like all the stats in his head. Why do you need to do that when you have the internet? Yes, you have Wayne Gretzky, 894 goals, Gordie Howe with 801, and Alex Ovechkin now has 776. So it's about 118 goals. There you go. He has, I mean, how old is he? He's got a ways to go. He's likely to catch Gordie Howe next season. And I don't think he's retiring next season, so I do think he'll catch Gordie Howe. But if he has a couple of 50-goal seasons, so not next season, if he plays 3 more seasons, he can beat Wayne Gretzky's record as long as he's scoring at the same pace he's scoring now, which is around 40, 50 goals a season. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, that would be, it just boggles my mind because it just looked like nobody would ever break this record. And he wasn't known as a goal scorer either, but he just had so many points. He was on a team that scored so many goals. I'm wondering if, like you just had Austin Matthews go 50 goals in 50 consecutive games, 51 goals in 50 consecutive games. So I'm wondering, he did it in the middle of the season, which doesn't count. But it's going to be possible, I think, very soon that somebody's going to get 50 goals in 50 games. First time since 92, 93, which is amazing. I guarantee. I think if it's not next season, I think you'll see it within the next 3 seasons. I'm going to take a water break here. Hope people don't mind. I like my water with a little bubbly in it. So that's why I get seltzer. Gives I don't know. I'm just a person who likes seltzer. It's definitely better than soda. I don't drink soda a whole lot. Very rarely drink soda. I prefer seltzer. It's more refreshing, I find. I don't even like the sugar aspect of sodas, but I occasionally have a diet soda, but regular soda just so filling. I just can't take it. Okay, we are in intermission. So, and this is Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. I don't provide the feed, so if any of you are looking for the feed, I don't have it. We do have a poll question that I'm going to keep up until the end of the second period, just because I want to have more poll questions. Who is the best line for Montreal tonight? And I labeled them by centers: the Suzuki line, the Dvorak line, the Paling line, or the Evans line. We have 1 period in. I have yet to see any of the lines be particularly bad. I haven't really noticed one line being more outstanding than another. all the lines have generated significant zone time, um, but there hasn't been any really standout opportunities on like wide open players. I mean, it doesn't take much. Generating zone time. The idea, it's just the Islanders play that structure, and it's very difficult to get through. So it's going to take time and patience. They just have to keep at it and just keep pressuring in the zone and keep trying to generate opportunities. And maybe because they play such structure, maybe the play is just to get it at the net and get somebody in front and dig at that puck, or try and deflect it. Because I think that's the type of goal it's going to take to score tonight against the Islanders. And then watch the turnovers. I think they're playing well. They're pressuring in the neutral zone before they get into the offensive zone, and that's causing the Islanders difficulty turning the puck over in the neutral zone. And it has led to, at least for the better part of the first half to the first 2/3 of that first period, leading to a lot of Montreal zone time. Okay, where are we? Oh, we're going to be back in about 5 minutes. Oh, what are the? This is, of course, the Islanders broadcast. So they're talking about all things Islanders. Not really of interest to me. It's because I have to watch the Islanders broadcast because they blacked out the ESPN broadcast on me for this area. They always do for the local games, so I'm stuck watching it from TV using the MSG network. Let's see. Oh, we finally get some questions. I didn't notice that before. Let's take a look. I'm not going to impole. There we go. Okay. First or the third for me. Oh, good. Canadian Sloth says, "Good evening, Rob. I would. What's that? Utter Tax 9154 Gaming says first or the third line for me." Canadian Sloth says, "Good evening, Rob. Well, good evening to you, Canadian Sloth." And our text, will you be covering the game tomorrow also? Right now I should be. I don't. I have two daughters, so if anything comes up, I don't know. I do have to say we're going on college tours. I'm leaving Sunday and won't be back until Thursday, so I won't be doing any of those games for sure. So I can tell you that right now. My plan right now is to do a Saturday night game, and I'll know Saturday morning for sure if I'm going to do those games. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't have very many fans, but if you are a fan, you know the thing they always say on YouTube: click like, click subscribe. Wow, it helps. I must say. So if you do like it, I'm not going to pressure you to click like or subscribe, but if you do like it, I don't mind if you do click like or subscribe. It will help for me to get notice. Because what I'm hoping next season is I could somehow convince ESPN Plus to allow me to broadcast the games. I'm kind of doing this to maybe allow me to do that if I mention their name enough times in my stream. Then that would be great if I could have the stream along with the broadcast that I'm doing. That would probably get a lot more people on because it's I know because I've been there. I've been on the internet. I want to watch the Montreal game. And you look for people streaming it, and they're not streaming the game. They're streaming their comments on the game. And you're like, I don't want to watch that. Then you leave. And I think that's been a lot of what's going on with my streams. But as I said before, this is kind of more my therapy. And if people want to watch it, then I'm even happy because I like talking hockey. And I keep glancing down at my sheet, and I don't know why. Because there's nothing on there right now that I can talk about. You just we can mention the odds again. I don't know how they changed. So the money line odds. New York Islanders are minus 155 and Montreal's plus 125 at the start of the game. And I chose Montreal. And so far, At least it's not looking like a bad pick. But the other one, the over under, which might be looking like a bad pick, the over was minus 125 and the under was plus 100. And it looked, I chose the over, but that's not looking so hot right now because we have absolutely 0 goals in one period of play. Maybe I should have chosen the under, thinking you have, if I had known Sorokin was in nets and Carey Price on the other end and the way Islanders play structure. I kind of played that game last time with Winnipeg and Montreal. I played Winnipeg's not that great defensively. Montreal plays pretty loose defensively. The over under was 6.5. I thought, yeah, you're going to go over that for sure. No, didn't happen. Now we have 5.5 for an over under. And I chose the over on that one. Kind of going against the way I thought last time, but maybe the odds are that every now and again you'll do a little statistical analysis and it won't work out, but sometimes it reverts back to the mean. What I mean by that is Islanders play good defensively and Montreal has Carey Price, so it's more likely than not that you're going to get a low scoring game. That seems to be what's happening. Look, we're almost back. No, not quite back. Oh, now they're doing the over under. What is this? Total first period goal. Do we have anything else? Oh, total goals. Yeah, they're doing the total, which I think you're still allowed to bet on. So the odds changed since I did it. Not by much. 124 is the over, minus 124, and plus 102 is the under. No, that was the pregame, they said. So it changed a little bit from when I wrote it down, but not by much. I wonder what's going on in the other game. Might as well bring it up. Let's see what the score is. All right, we have the Panthers up on the Jets, 2-0. Yeah, that's not really a shocker, is it? Panthers have been just lights out good this season. If they win tonight, they will have. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. If they win tonight, they will have 112 points. That would be. They would have more points over Montreal than Montreal has points, to show how good they've been doing. Them and Colorado. But the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody about this the other game. That President's Cup trophy winner, they rarely win the Stanley Cup. And I was saying the reason is it's because you literally have 10 wins separating the best team from the 8th place team getting in. Now, 10 wins, I mean, yeah, it sounds like a lot. Well, this team must be so much better. But you think you would get a key player injured for a significant period of time, like one of your best players, or 2 of them. Or with Montreal's case, 20 of them? Montreal's had so many games lost to injury this year. It's just unfathomable how many games. They did get one back tonight, Carey Price. But you lose people to injury. You maybe have a stretch of 3 or 4 games where you're just not playing well. I mean, anything can happen. You get into the playoffs, and it's a whole new ballgame. You got teams that are so close that it's just really things just mesh together. You find your game. That's why, I'd put good money. I put good money on the fact that if there was a bet, does Florida or Colorado win the Stanley Cup? Yes or no? Do you bet that they win? I bet that neither one of those teams wins the Stanley Cup, even though they're so good. It's just likely that somebody's going to beat them. It just happens. All right, we're just about to start the second period. It's just I mean, Montreal proved it last year. All you have to do is make the playoffs. You just make the playoffs, and you just never know what's going to happen. I would definitely put money. then neither of those teams wins because it's just like that. Somebody shuts you down, you just can't generate offense. You get frustrated. You make stupid mistakes. Next thing you know, you're losing games. It's hard to believe either one will lose, but especially Florida's looking really good. The Islanders trying to generate pressure. I don't know about that one. Just kind of had his hand wrapped around him and no call. Spun him down to the ice. Yeah, I don't blame him. Oh, did they get it? Oh, they couldn't have. Oh, it was Chara. Chara, right, on Pacioretty. There's still Boo Chara here in Montreal. Unbelievable. There it is again. They're booing him. That's funny. Carey Price, another good save. Don't turn it over again. They had like a couple turnovers in their zone. So the Islanders have come out. That's a glove. Nope. Gave it. The Islanders touched it, so no glove pass on that. This is not the same start for Montreal. The Islanders have come out and have possessed the puck here in the first couple minutes now. Yeah. Pass from Suzuki a little out of Caulfield's reach, and the Islanders have it back again. They possess it again. Shoot him in. Good block there on Bellows. Here they come. Offside. Yeah, Caulfield's just not having a Caulfield-like game. He's fighting the puck. You can see it. He's just fighting it. He can't pick it up cleanly. He's been having trouble holding it. Can't get shots off. This reminds me of Ducharme Caulfield, not St. Louis Caulfield. I'm gonna and dry again. Oh my goodness, the air is dry in here. I gotta suck some back. Okay, there we go. We got any more questions? Really? Okay, Undertax 9154 Gaming says, for me, Jake Allen was not a good starting goalie for us. I'd have to say, I totally disagree. I think he's played some really good games. He's made, like, I remember that Toronto game. He made over 50 saves in that game. And they're one of the reasons why Montreal won that game. This team did not make the playoffs because of Allen. They made the playoffs because they played so horribly in the first 40 games of the season. They gave opportunity that you cannot give. Ooh, there was a chance. See, this is what you need to do. You keep on top of the players so that they cannot receive the pass. Hoffman with it. Does he actually make a play this time? Oh, good. Dvorak, 2 chances at it. Hoffman made a play. How about that? Good going, Hoffman. Nice play to Dvorak right in front of the net. We got the Hoffman with it again. Oh, missed it. Now it's out of the zone. Offside. No, I remember Montembeault played a few games that did not look very good. In Primo, he didn't look good in a few games he played. I would say for the I'm sure he's had a couple bad games. Allen, I'm talking about. Sure, Allen has had a couple bad games this season, but he's been a workhorse. They for the most part in the first half of the season, they just hung him out to dry. But with the nut. Oh, here they come. Oh, nice save, Carey Price, right there. Nice blocker. But that being said, Allen, I think, did what he could do. He played, I think, above average, I would have to say. That being said, he's no Carey Price. Carey Price can steal you hockey games with the way he plays. Now, Allen did steal a few hockey games for Montreal, but few. But part of their playoff run was the play of Carey Price and icing there. So he just had another nice blocker save from a slot shot. Oh, yeah, turned it over in the neutral zone. Bailey gives it to Pajot, and there's this one right off the blocker. Really, that's a good shot. But he's pretty much covering the whole net. I didn't see any holes there. I think this is the first time since I started this feed that there's nobody in here. So I have to say, well, now with the new staff, Utter Tax 9154 Gaming. Well, now with the new staff, they're doing 100% better. I 100% agree that the players are a lot more engaged now. That being said, I mean, they gave up for their players at or before the trade deadline, and they're playing. I mean, let's take a look. Who do you have? Yeah, you got Pizzetta, borderline Pitlick area by they're actually probably for the first time playing with almost an NHL team. But there have been times this year where half the team was from the AHL. I mean, you're just not you just don't think have the staff to win games when half your team's from the AHL. Just because of all the man games lost to injury that they've had. It's been, I mean, those games are difficult. So even with St. Louis back, I believe they're now 12-4. I mean, even then, it's still not good enough to make the playoffs, but they've lost a lot of their really good pieces too. So I'm not surprised. But at least the play has been entertaining. I have to say, since St. Louis took over, the play has been entertaining. They've definitely put a lot more emphasis on offense. I mean, before it was like they had no offense and they had poor defense. At least now they have some offense, and they still sometimes struggle defensively. Icing again. This game is going to be 1-0. I swear to God. Literally, the chances you can count them on your hand. Islanders don't give you anything. You're lucky to get the chances you have, and so when you get them, you have to bury them because you don't get many. Oh, it's so tough to watch. And this is such an Islanders game too. You just wait for that one opportunity. You get the 1-0 lead, and then you get the other team chasing. And when they chase, they give you more opportunities, and then you bury those too. This is the big one, though. Their strategy depends on them getting that first goal. So if you could somehow be patient enough, Gallagher got a nice shot away. Sorokin's been good. Just positionally sound. He's just has whatever opportunities Montreal had, Sorokin's been there. The same thing with Price. Whatever opportunities the Islanders had, and they haven't been many. Montreal's done good defensively. But Carey Price has shut down those. Ooh. Nice shot. I've said before, Gallagher, he's looks like he's getting his speed back. So I think he finally recovered from maybe all the injuries he had and is playing more Gallagher-like. He's the one who had that opportunity. You got Petrie. It'd be nice to get Petrie breaking through here. Ooh. Oh, a couple of whacks out of Pitlick. Oh, Oh, oh my God! It's like an arcade game here. They just keep shooting. Sorokin. Oh, rebound. Oh, wow! What a that was like 5 shots right there. Unbelievable. Under attacks 9154 gaming. I feel like after a few more minor changes, we will do great next season. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the offseason with the draft and see what they do in the free agent market. Do they pull any of the pieces back that they let go? I talk Did I talk about this? If I didn't before, I should mention it now. You had oh God, why is his name escaping me? Plays for the Florida Panthers. Their defenseman. Oh God, come on. I can do better than that. Why is this happens every now and again. I just names just get lost for some reason. They're playing tonight, so Huberto, 2 goals. They're leading 3-0. I need the rosters. Panthers. There we are. I can't believe I forgot his name. I swear to God, I'm gonna. Sherratt. How could I forget Sherratt? Ah, yes. Montreal traded Sherratt to Florida. Sherratt on his way out said, "Yeah, I like Montreal. I could come back." He's in Florida. Do you really think he's coming back? First of all, he's playing for a really good team down there. He's got a shot at a Stanley Cup. Oh, live money line odds. New York Islanders now minus 162. Montreal plus 126. Yeah, 9-2 Montreal in the period. The shots. Probably, I said, probably 5 shots of that just came from this one sequence. Maybe 5, maybe 6 shots. I don't know. Sorokin just swallows it, though. So what I'm saying, yeah, Sherratt in Florida, like it's Florida. They have minimal. I think did somebody say they have no state tax? The taxes is definitely lower than Canada. It's warm. You can go sit out on the beach when you're not playing hockey. How can you not want to play in Florida? Once he's there, I don't think he'll ever come back. Unless, of course, Florida doesn't give him a good offer, in which case he'll have to try and find another place. Oh, Suzuki. I was trying to figure out. I saw the 4, but I didn't see the 1. Oh, pass outside the zone from Anderson. Montreal trying to keep the pressure up here. Oh, turnover. Montreal brings it back in the zone again. Ooh, whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, Caulfield, good chance. What happened here? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I don't know what I did, but I'm in trouble. How do I get back? My screen just went crazy. I don't know what I did. I can't seem to. Somehow I got the screen to expand unbelievably. You'll have to. I don't know what I'm going to do. No, not that. What did I do? What did I do? Maybe. Did I zoom? Let's see. Can I? There we go. Whoa, that was. Oh, thank you. Undertax 9154 Gaming told me Ben Sherratt. Yes. I just. Oh. Wyman taking shot. Uh-oh. Oh. Just out of the reach. Almost had a breakaway there for New York Islanders. The break they might have been looking for, but it couldn't quite catch up to it. Now the Islanders putting the pressure on. Oh, that was close. Bounced off Price and went straight up in the air. Couldn't figure out where it was. That's the most dangerous play. Oh, Crazy tried the stuff, but didn't work. Price looking sharp. The fans. Hits the skate of the player, leaving the ice surface, and the fans are yelling for a penalty. Yeah, I don't mind the refs not giving that one. You know, he had one skate in already, and it was just his back skate. You know, I think you got to give him some leeway. That's, I'm not going to call that either. And back and forth in the neutral zone. Montreal has control. I missed the Caulfield chance on that last play because my screen went haywire. Oh, Edmondson jumping in on the play. Just couldn't, had to take it from his backhand to his forehand. Couldn't muster up a good shot. Yeah, mentioning the good stick. Oh, Armia coming in. This could be something. Oh, caught. Savard kept it in, but he lost it. Doing a rugby scrum in the corner there. In the Montreal zone. Hey, what do we have? Evans. And that must be Pitlick with him. Trying to bring it in. That just having a tough time breaking through. Oh, centering pass. Good stick again. How many times are we going to say good stick New York Islanders tonight? You're going to hear that an awful lot. Just been very difficult to break through. Here comes Armia. Oh, Evans coming through. Drops it back. Just a wide angle shot. It's kind of difficult. Keep circling. Oh, splits. Something I can never do. Soroka with the splits stops the rebound. I mentioned this. I did a broadcast, my first trial broadcast, I would say, for New Jersey Devils. The one thing I hate about MSG Network, they don't put the shots up. It's really annoying. I don't like. They mentioned the shots were 9-2 earlier. I like to see the ticker for the shots. I guess I could always check my phone, which has the game, so I could actually see what the shots are. It's really annoying. There we are, 25-11. Wow, that's amazing. They had the balance of the play in the first period. It looks like they're continuing in the second period, not giving the Islanders much. But the Islanders not giving Montreal much. They're really just taking shots from the outside. Nobody can break in on the inside. Okay, so we're in commercial break. This is Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. We have a barn burner, 0-0. Islanders playing their smothering defensive style hockey. That just makes it such a joy to watch. I don't know how you can be an Islanders fan. It's like, I mean, you get to cheer so little. I don't know if they're actually the lowest scoring team in the NHL. But yeah, when they play I think what happens, like I said, they play this smothering style in the first to try and get that first goal. They'll just play this way until you make a mistake and get that first goal. Once they get the first goal, you're going to start taking chances, and they capitalize on that. So I don't know if they're the lowest scoring team in the NHL, but they must be But when you don't score, This is what you get, and you'll get this all game because this is just how they play. As long as the score is 0-0, they've done this for a few seasons. Just how they play. Montreal controlling again. They've had a Anderson right in the breadbasket. Yeah, mentioning Sorokin playing almost like Carey Price-esque with his positional play. What do we have? We have 8 minutes left in the second period, and the score is still nothing. Oh, that could have been trouble. Comes off the boards, back on the near side post, and if you're not careful, you can knock it into your own net. But Sorokin was still on top of it. He covered it up, and we're back to a face-off again. Suzuki line it. Yeah. Wow. Third shot in a row just swallowed up. And that was going wide. So now we got just face off after face off. Certainly don't exert yourself very much when you one and done shot and back to the face off circle again. Another face off win for Montreal. Passed up like chest high. Savard did to Anderson. Oh, Sissy. Oh! Anderson. Who's that? Zizekas? He just leveled from behind. Nobody did anything, which is surprising because anytime you give a guy a good hit, it seems like they're all over you, almost wanting to fight you for hitting some guy. Nearly. And then it was turned over to Barzell. Oh, and then Barzell turned it over. Oh, but Caulfield couldn't get it. How's Price's puck handling? Didn't really flipped out, so that one was okay. He hasn't played the puck in a long time, so when he goes out to play the puck, you gotta watch him, see is he confident making those plays with the puck. Icing. Well, this has really been very choppy play right now. Anderson he didn't even, I guess because it was from his blind side, he didn't see him coming to hit him. That can be a dangerous hit, but it was all shoulder, so, and he didn't hit him that hard. I think he mostly caught him off guard. He didn't see him coming. Another face-off control by Montreal. They have the puck down low. Let's see if anything can come of this. It's slow one. They smother the inside. You just can't get anything. Byron takes a stiff hit. Pizzetta flopping around. Didn't pick up the puck right away and tries to go after it and flops down on the ice. I didn't really notice. I didn't take a look, but I guess Islanders are playing a back-to-back according to the announcers there. So this, Sorokin almost tossed up the puck, and then they do turn it over. Montreal now has control in the zone. Carey Price playing the puck again. Here comes Montreal. 3 players across the line. Nothing. Oh, Gallagher tried to field it, but missed it. They're back in the zone again. He comes out of the corner. Blocked and out of play. You get a lot of that going on. So we're in another commercial break. Oops. There we go. So only got one vote for the Suzuki line tonight. And who is the best line for Montreal tonight? Let me see. What do I think about that? Yeah, I have to say, I've seen, you had Caulfield with that opportunity. You had that extended zone time that Montreal had. Who was that? The Gallagher line? That would be Dvorak. I have noticed the Evans line also generating zone time. Man, it's tough. All the lines are doing pretty well. What do you have for shots on goal here? Since they don't tell me, you got 26-11. I mean, the question should be: Is any of the lines not doing well? They all seem to be doing decently, playing decently. Maybe I'll choose the one who gets the goal, huh? Huh? Somebody's got to score. Just get Gallagher or Paling, stand in front of that, and then just start shooting and just going after rebounds. I think that's all you need to do. That's the goal you're going to score. Can't generate any clear-cut chances. It's not happening. You just throw the puck at the net, get some deflections, get some rebounds, stand in front of Sorokin. If he's seeing it, he's swallowing it up and not allowing any chances. Mike Bossy. Yes, for those who didn't hear, Mike Bossy died. A great player for the New York Islanders. Is also from Montreal. He will be missed. Waiting for the face-off here. Islanders win this one. And carry it out into the neutral zone. For your first game back, I don't know how the third period is going to go. We have 4:26 left in the second. But so far, not a heavy workload. Fans calling again. Oh, blocked again. Blocked. Shot blocked. Shot blocked. How many times? Should have been walked in. A shot got blocked. Looked like something and was nothing. Armia trying to get the puck. Montreal has been doing pretty well bringing it out of their zone and not giving up, not turning it over and creating opportunities. Ooh, there's a turnover from the Islanders in this case in their zone, digging out to an opportunity. But they do still have possession in the zone. Oh, now they lost it. It dumped into Montreal zone. Oh, Montreal takes it back. Anderson coming in. Who's a Caulfield? He just drew a penalty. Oh, Anderson shot it through the crease. Oh my God. Montreal's got the extra attacker out. And no touch. You had Hoffman take a shot, but it went off his stick again. But Anderson had a wide open net. It was a tough angle. I'll give him that. It was a tough angle, but it's doable. And then, holding on Caulfield. There's Anderson right there. Yeah, it was a sharp angle. And it was a one-timer. You just got to put those in, man. That's what you get paid for. Should be able to put that one in, I think. But they get a penalty out of it. Power play, I mean. Let's see which unit they're putting on. We got Paling out there, who just won the draw. Now you have maybe the second unit. Hoffman's out there. Let's see who's out there. Schooneman takes a shot. Yeah, it's the second unit. Gallagher with it. And Armia with the one-timer block. This is what I mean, Chara blocked the shot. I'm sure the fans are not unhappy about that. There's still, like, they need to move around more. There's a good move by Hoffman. Oh, Suzuki with the chance. Another stick. I should go through this and count how many times I say stick, block, stick, block. I'm sure it's going to be in the 30s to 40s. Now I think you got the number one unit out there. Dvorak, Suzuki, Caulfield, Anderson. Oh, they tossed it up and it's 2-on-2, so it wasn't much of anything. Oh, he tried to wrap it around. I think he might have had something on Price, but Islanders trying to generate opportunities on the PK. Now they're in the zone. Dvorak. Oh, tough pass for Caulfield. And now the penalty's over. We're in the last minute of the period. That power play didn't look as good as the first one. As a matter of fact, the best opportunities came from the Islanders. And the Suzuki line stays out there, but I think he's going for a change now. Here's Galley on it. Ooh, Pete. Oh, another block. Oh, my God. And we have 15 seconds left. One last chance, guys. Here comes Byron. Thought it was Gallagher. They still have 6.3 seconds. Oh, little rough stuff going on. Who's that? Pizzetta. Oh, gotta watch it. You get a punch in, you're gonna go to the box, I bet. The face wash and the pushing is okay, but if you start putting your throwing punches, they're gonna get you. I don't think it was enough. You got Byron trying to go in. Oh, it's Pizzetta. Yeah, little extra shot. Didn't like that. Dobson gives him a little. We'll call it a forearm shiver to Pizzetta, who didn't seem to get phased much by it. Oh my God, that hit Sorokin. And who's number 4? Hit Sorokin, then it hit Green and stayed out. I thought it was a block, but it was actually off Sorokin and then off Green. Because if it doesn't go off Green, I'm not sure if that goes in the net or not. All right, got one last opportunity here in this nothing game. Oh, they do get offsetting penalties. So we have 4-on-4. This could benefit Montreal. A little bit more space to work with, but Islanders do have a few players who are offensive, so we'll see. The way Islanders have been smothering, well, we don't have enough time. The period's over. But 4-on-4 started in the third period. I was going to say, the way the Islanders have been playing is a smothering type of defense. And if Montreal can generate some zone time with less people, this might have a marginal benefit for them. But we'll see. We are in the second intermission. You know, this is Watch Habs Hockey and Rob's Crazy House. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a few minute break, just to wet my whistle, just get up and stretch a little bit. I've been sitting for a couple of hours now. I will be back in a few minutes. The stream is going to stay on, but there will be nobody here. Don't worry about that. I'll just be back in a few minutes. This could be almost considered the same as the seventh inning stretch, right? Oh, stretch. Okay, that's good. I'm back. We're in the second period intermission of Watch Habs Hockey and Rob's Crazy House. You still have a 0-0 game. Boy, that under's looking sweet. The under that at the beginning of the game was plus 100. I guess it's even money, but definitely looking good now. I wonder if they're going to do real time odds on the money line again, because Islanders game as the game went on, it started off minus 155. I think it went up to like minus 160 or 70 ish, 160 something. I think it was. I mean, but nobody has scored. I mean, I don't know how it changed. Well, we all know how it changes because people bet one way or another. But I don't know why Islanders would be more favored as the game goes on. Maybe it's because the Habs are just the last place team and just don't do well down the stretch. But actually, I mean down the stretch of a game. But actually, they have shown the ability to come back. So I don't know. And this is, a back to back for the Islanders. I don't see. I would think Montreal's odds would start increasing here, not decreasing on the money line. But we shall see. Like, let's see. I hope they bring it up again before the beginning of the third period. Oh yeah, let's. Well, we only have one vote on the poll. Who's the best Montreal line tonight? I say all of them. They've all been good. All right, so we're gonna start a new poll. Now I'm gonna have to think of this because I didn't really. Actually, I know the perfect. Will this game end 1-0? All right. Will this game end 1-0? Because it's certainly looking like that's going to be the case. Well, I guess we've just lost our viewers, probably taking a break like I just did. I've been impressed. I've had viewers for prolonged durations of time, which I haven't had in my first few streams. So thank you for watching me. Again, if there are any questions or comments on the game, on the Montreal Canadiens in general, I'll tell you what, I've been a Montreal fan pretty much my entire life. But I have no special skills when it comes to, you know, you have people who can rattle off like the fifth round draft pick in the 2011 draft class from that Montreal chose. Um, People who know like stats off the top of their head. Back in 20 years ago, so and so got 15 goals and 30 assists. I am not that person. I do not have stats at the top of my head. That's why I have the internet. Anytime I want the stats, I look them up. I also don't know much about many. I'm starting to learn a little bit more about the prospects that are coming up, but I would have to say there are people much better at grading the prospects than me. Let's see. Utter Tax 9154 Gaming says he can't do that. Also, I assume he means like ripping off stats at the top of their head, off the top of your head. You know, I did have a friend when I was growing up who could do that. He could quote like he wasn't in. It's so funny. He was horrible at math, but he could tell you the stat of a player that played 5 years ago, like just right off the top of his head. It was amazing. I don't know how you do something like that. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't know much about the prospects. I'm learning a little bit more, but I enjoy watching the hockey. I enjoy evaluating the plays as they're going on. Like particularly if they do the wrong things, and I like cheering. The most important thing. I have learned over the years before I would, if my team would lose, if Montreal would lose, I get really down and be like, oh, they're never gonna make kind of like the way I see the Leafs fans talking now. Every time the Leafs lose, it's like these team is never gonna go anywhere in the playoffs. They have a little bit of history to make them a little jaded, so I'll forgive them for that. But I used to be that fan that when you see them like give a, I hate to say, piss poor effort in a game, you'd be like, oh my God, what am I doing? This team's never gonna go anywhere. How can they be so bad? You want to like go out there. I could go out and skate better than you. Come on, what are you doing? I've learned over time though that 82 games is a long season. You're gonna have your ups and downs in the season. I don't. I'm. It's a good thing this happened that I've been able to reconcile my feelings for bad games before the season happened, because if it was me 10 years ago and this season happened, probably be torching my shirt to tell you the honest truth. That's the way I was back then. Like the years they didn't make the playoffs, I was so upset. Especially if you remember, the 2015 season where they had that awesome start. They in the first 14 games they were like 10-2. I want to say it was like best start in Habs history. Again, I'm quoting stat. You're looking at me to quote stats, and I'm not good at that. So why don't we use the internet? Let's find out. Montreal. I have Montreal. Season record. Here's a Ah, here we go. 21. I think it was 2015-16, was it? Where they didn't make the playoffs? Yeah, they had 82 points in 82 games. I think that was the season where I don't think it was 2014. Okay. That's right. I think that was the season. 82 points. They started off so well and then they had such a horrible record after that. There were talks at the beginning of the season, oh, last team that did this won the Stanley Cup. They didn't even make the playoffs that year. That was a devastating year for me. Yeah, a lot of things being thrown around, let's just say. Well, during that 2015-2016 season. You just saw a team that got off to such a great start, and you're like, yeah, this is the year they'll win the Stanley Cup for sure. And it all goes downhill so fast and just ends so bad. But we made the Stanley Cup finals last year as a big surprise, and you couldn't complain about that. That so you take the ups with the downs. I've learned to live with losing games in the regular season. I tend to take it a stride. The way I looked at it was you try not to lose too many in a row. And the ones when you lose, you try and win and then win again, or at least get a two games with consecutive points and then lose a game. And if you do that, you're likely to make the playoffs, even if it's like a win and a tie or two wins. You get two games with a consecutive point and then lose a game, and then you're probably going to make the playoffs. This year was a lot of lose, 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 win, lose, 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 win. It was over before it began, pretty much. What a year. What a year. So I think we're getting, oh no, they're going to go to another break. But we're coming back pretty soon. I have to say, yeah, probably in a few minutes. For the third period, you got a third period poll. Will the game end 1-0? We have two votes now. Both of them say yes. I'm just going to say I'm going to say no. I don't think this game is going to end 1-0. I you know what? I think it's going to end 2-1. I think somebody gets a goal, somebody ties it up, and then it goes into overtime. But we'll see. The reason I say that is because every time I seem to put something up that seems kind of obvious given the game, it just seems to blow up in your face. So we don't have any of the teams that matter playing tonight. We do have tomorrow night's game where Montreal's playing Washington. Let's see who else is on the docket for tomorrow night. Washington's going to be a tough game for Montreal, especially on a back-to-back with a team that's definitely going to be contending for. Well, they're on. Yeah. Wow, I didn't notice. Okay, yeah, the eighth place team is 92 points. So, and that's Washington. So Washington's the eighth place team, but they're all pretty close. Like, except for Florida, you have 12 points separating the worst from the second place team. Carolina is the second place team with 104 points. Washington has 92. That's 12 points. That's 6 more wins. So there's a lot of parity between 2 and 8. Okay, so we were talking about who's playing tomorrow night, though. Let's take a look. So Seattle is playing New Jersey. Yeah, that's not so good. I guess it pretty much. Well, actually, that may be good. What am I saying? They're one of the. They're in 30th, 28th place. So actually, yeah, they have a chance to win. So Seattle could. Seattle has a chance to win that game. I think the other game was the one that really has no chance. Yeah, Arizona plays Calgary. And Calgary, after losing to Vegas last night, it's probably going to be pretty, and not just losing, but losing 6-1. I think they're going to want a little, they're going to be a little angry going into that game against Arizona. And Arizona doesn't have any reason to play blowout hockey. It looks like they're going to be well on their way to losing the next 8, starting with that game. So what do we got? 30 shots to 12. Winning 62% of the faceoffs. That's interesting. Notice Montreal's been doing better at that as of late. I'd like to look into the statistics to see, which player on Montreal is actually doing well in the playoff dot. Is it Paling? I think I won a few of them in the second period when they won a few in a row there in that string. I'll keep an eye out on that in the third period to see who's winning the faceoffs. Montreal winning 2 out of every 3. That's why you have puck possession. So that I got to get a drink in before we start the third period. Just a little dry. Just look at that. Is there any way at all, that this goes over 5.5? You would have to go over 5.5. You'd have to have. The only way is to have 6 goals in the third period. That ain't happening. If they did an update on that over under is going to be like minus 1,000, I would say. I just don't see any way that you get 5 goals in the third period. 5 goals, 6 goals. You need 6 goals. I was thinking overtime, but with 5 goals, there's no way to make overtime and get a 6 goal in overtime. You need to even to get into overtime, or just 4-2 or 5-1. It's just not going to happen. Not the way Islanders play. All right, looks like we're coming back. Ready to start the third period. A barn burner, 0-0. Islanders Montreal with Watch Habs Hockey and Rob's Crazy House. Bring your own stream to watch the game. You bring the game. I bring the comments. Oh, they haven't. They're not out yet, are they? Oh, it's 4-on-4. Yeah, they're out. Okay. Just didn't. Looks like when they're all huddled together like that, you're just not sure if they're ready to go. All right. So I said I'm going to be watching the dot. So let's see who's taking this draw. Who's looks like Suzuki. Yeah. Suzuki Caulfield. And Suzuki wins. Petrie being chased down here. Keeps on his feet. Gets another guy on him. And turns it over. Turned over again at the blue line. Ooh, Carey Price. Like little outside of his net there. He had the wraparound, but he couldn't bring it around. And Islanders are controlling. Now, this is the cycle I'm talking about. You swing players around. Ooh, backhander. Those are tough to read as a goaltender. So you're just hoping, especially because it was in close, you just hope that you're just in the right position because you're going to have a tough time reading it off the stick. And now Montreal with control, but turned over by Evans. And he puts it back. Evans turned it over again. But then he forces. Well, I was kind of wrong about this 4-on-4 because it's been all Islanders coming out here. Oh, passed it outside the zone. Montreal's been a little off starting this period. Calm it down here. Get a change in. How much time? We have 6 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Maybe the 4-on-4 is confusing them how to play here. They do not look in sync right now. So now it's over. They're back to 5-on-5. They're making a change. Yeah, get it. Just start shooting it in and forechecking. Ooh, could this be? No. Petrie stripped the puck. So it doesn't it look like it could be an odd man rush, but it didn't materialize for the Islanders. Now it's Canadiens 3-on-2. Hoffman coming in. Oh. It had to be Hoffman. It had to be Hoffman. Hoffman, who hasn't been able to hit the net or get a goal. Like, how many games has it been since Hoffman has had a goal? He's a sniper. Like, I mean, Sorokin's been playing well, but at least hit the net with that thing. Like, he should be picking corners. So that's his game. If he's not doing that, then what's he doing? I do. He has made a few good plays tonight. I will give him that. It's been a better game for him than the last few. Oh, Caulfield knocks it out of midair, but nobody in the slot. He was behind the net, trying to knock it out of midair. Oh, good dive. Who is that? Weidman dove and not a bad, good turnover. Suzuki coming up now. Oh, Caulfield again. Having trouble picking up that puck. It's just been that kind of a game for him. Now you got Romanov dumping it in. Go for a chase again. Go Habs, go. Absolutely. Who's that? Wonder Woman. Go Habs, go. Go Habs, go. Absolutely. Now you got the Paling line out here. We already have 4 minutes gone. This is going to overtime. Just mark it right now. Oh, Byron. Looked like it got a little tipped. Another stick, maybe? For the 35th time in the game, the shot went off an Islanders stick. Caulfield. Oh, I mean, that was good. Good skill from him. Right behind the net, he knocks it out of midair. Unfortunately, nobody was in front at the time, but what skill by him. We got this. Who's that? Undertext 9154 Gaming. We got this. Oh, Armia. Oh, Sorokin splits again. Unbelievable. I wince every time I see something like that. It just seems so unnatural that anybody could do that. Oh no, 2-on-1 Islanders, 2-on-0, 3-on-0. Yeah. How are you not going to score on that play? This is what I told you. The Islanders, they wait for their opportunity. They get the opportunity, they bury it, they take the lead, and then you're forced to like chase the game. Then you make more mistakes and they score more goals. That's how. Oh, what happened? Oh, who is that? Is that Schooneman? And then 3-on-0. He gives up the puck. It's a terrible turnover. It is Schooneman. What? He just had trouble controlling the puck at the line and he gets stripped. And, oh my God. Heartbreaking. They played such a good game. Now they got to try and generate that goal to catch up. It's such an Islanders thing to do. Play horrible the whole game, but just make it so defensive. Here comes Hoffman again. Just 31-13 are the shots on goal. You can't blame Carey Price on that one either on a 3-0. He did all he could do. It's just you just can't he's on a 3-0. You just can't be everywhere in the net at the same time. Good stretch by him. That stretch is kind of concerning. It looks like he's okay, so you just worry when he remember the Allen injury. He just tries to go back against the grain, pulls the groin, and now he's out for the rest of the season. Ooh, Anderson taking a run at Pajot again. Oh, looks like the fans of the game are fleeing now that the Islanders have the lead. Come on, it's one goal. It's one goal. I mean, anything can happen. But it is how the Islanders play. They just wait for that one opportunity. That's all they need. So somebody said no. Will the game end 1-0? Well, it is 1-0. 1-0 Islanders. Well, if you're a Montreal fan, I guess you're hoping it doesn't end 1-0. If I'm Montreal, I'm upset. You played so well, and now you're losing. I'd be taking it to them right now. Carey Price playing the puck. Oh, giving up at the blue line. Oh, another goal. Well, that pretty much does it. I guess I can end the poll because it's now 2-0, so it's not going to end 1-0. So the turnover at the blue line, Montreal's kryptonite. That's what is it, between the pad and the blocker? He didn't pick it up quick enough. I think he was a little screened by his own player, Carey Price, because he picked it up late. You could see his blocker reaction that he reacted late. Utter tax 9154 gaming. Well, I did a bad thing for the boys. Yeah, well, you could say the same thing for me. This is the third stream I'm doing. If this game continues the way it is, it'll be the third stream that they've lost the game. So should I even do these games? They haven't won yet. Maybe I'm the bad luck charm. I don't believe in bad luck charms. And is bad luck good luck? My daughter commented Montreal sucks. Did I tell you she's a Vegas Golden Knights fan? Oh, we should do a poll before it gets too late. Let's do a poll. Evans, oh my God, how do you miss? Oh my God. Pitlick. Oh, somebody doesn't have a stick. Oh, he picked it up. Oh, Sorokin doesn't have a stick. Oh, and they lost it outside the zone. Okay, quickly, poll before something else happens. Does Montreal score a goal? I'm wasting time doing this. We're down to 12 minutes. Should I say Oh, that one almost handcuffed. Dvorak taking a. Now Hoffman has it. Petrie one. Oh, blocked. And Petrie again. Ah. Will Montreal score a goal? Let's do it quickly. I need a poll question quickly. Will Montreal score a goal? I was thinking of doing who will score for Montreal. So if you want to comment and say if you think Montreal's going to score, who's going to score the goal? I have to say Dvorak's been over it. You've seen Petlik a few times getting some chances. Armia has had a few chances. Who do we have now? Anderson. Ooh! Caulfield with a chance, but couldn't bat it out of midair. Anderson at the side. Could it be Caulfield? Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, go the go Habs go chant. Suzuki to Caulfield. Oh, jeez. It's just one of those nights, you know. Sorokin's just all over it. Everything seems to be hitting him. Islanders clear it out pretty quickly. Suzuki, under attacks, 9154 Gaming. Suzuki or Dvorak. Yeah, good choices. I said those. Well, I haven't seen Suzuki get many chances, but Dvorak has had a few. Who else? Yeah, Paling line out here. Oh, Petrie started going one way and the puck went the other. Went out of the zone. 10 minutes left. Let's see what happens here. We got the Evans line out there now. Does anybody remember many whistles in this period? It seems like it's just for the goals. Back in the Montreal zone. Oh, that was a little dangerous. Now they're back in the zone. Sorokin doing the splits again. Oh, I wince every time I see that. Almost there. It's exactly. You get all that pressure in the zone. And one player comes out and they almost had a breakaway again. Just waiting for those mistakes. That's all the Islanders are doing. Gallagher trying to get one off his back. They're shooting. They're shooting and shooting. Not much is hitting the net. Or if it is, it's hitting Sorokin. Oh, right through. It went through Sorokin, but it didn't go in the net. Oh my God. Just like I said, Sorokin's just got the magic sauce tonight. Just keeping it, just barely kept that out. It just trickled wide. And we're in commercial break. I have to say, this has been a disappointing game given the effort. But at least they're keeping pace with the teams at the bottom, keeping their place in the standings, trying to get that number one overall draft pick, or at the very least staying worst pick they'll have. I really think those three are staying at the bottom. So the worst I think they can do is fifth overall. They get put down. They'll be the highest I think they'll get in the standings is 30th. So if they don't get the first or second round pick, they'll end up in fifth place. There are other complications to the draft. This is an unusual draft year. For the 12 to 16 teams, 12th to 16th place teams cannot get the number one pick. The most you can move up is 10 spots. So if it's the 16th place and they win the number one, they get the 6th overall pick. So when I say, I mean, when they finish in 30th or 31st place, it's not a guarantee that those top two picks that are going to be lotteried will drop them two spots if they don't get it. It may end up one of them may not drop them a spot. Oh, who was that? Who took that shot? Gallagher couldn't get it. I didn't see it. Was it Armia? Was it Armia that took that shot? Just squeaked through. Gallagher couldn't get a stick on it because he was being covered by an Islanders player at the time. All right. Odd face-off. Who is taking the draw? 41 Byron. So that's Dvorak. You got Byron with Dvorak? Oh no. It's Suzuki. Edmondson with the slapper. I don't see too many of those. But he missed the net. That was a hard shot. You could, as they were saying, you could hear it. Edmondson got all that one. 8:21 remaining. Islanders have had 9 shots this period. I actually don't remember that many shots. I don't remember that many shots for the Islanders. I was thinking Montreal has taken a lot of shots, but they have missed the net a lot if they only have 2 actually on goal. So this is what I hate about the MSG broadcasts. I gotta refresh. 39-14. No, it had to be 9-2 Canadiens. I think they got the bug wrong. If that's true, then the 2 shots the Islanders have taken have gone in, which really sucks. Oh, Petrie almost flubbed that pass. Fortunately, he didn't. He got enough of it, let's say. Oh, breakaway pass. No. Oh, anytime somebody hits Price, you worry. Oh, hit the post. Was that Pitlick? Beat him clean. Hit the post. Wow. On the backhand. That's what I said about the backhands. As a goaltender, you cannot pick those up. He's just playing positionally, and he missed it. Wow. If you didn't see it, I don't know what happened. I didn't really catch it. I just caught Carey Price falling down. Every time you see him get hit, it's a worry. He's just had such bad luck with injuries. Romanov takes a shot. I mean, Sorokin, if it stays this way, he's looking at a 40-plus shots shutout. Oh, good save, Carey Price. Whoever that New York Islanders player was, he tried the same thing Pitlick just did. And Carey Price made the blocker save. Islanders now putting on some pressure. Ooh, yeah. Tripping on Montreal. I knew when he fell, especially considering Montreal had already had 2 power plays. You knew they were going for the equalizer. Look at that. He beat him. He caught the inside of the post too and came out the other side. Just a fraction of an inch more, and that goes in the net. Oh, guess what? I got my first like of this broadcast. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. This is Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. I wish I could give you a better result, though. We have Montreal losing 2-0 to the Islanders and going on the penalty kill. I guess the only thing you can hope for now is maybe they pick off a pass and get a breakdown and get a shorthanded goal or something. That would get them back in the game at least. Oh, I got 2 likes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Our poll is we have, what is it? A little more than 6 minutes. What is it? 6 or 8 minutes left? 6 minutes. Yes, I was right. 6 minutes left. Will Montreal score a goal? We have 2 votes yes and 1 vote no. I'm hoping for at least a goal. Give me something to cheer about. I even had I was going to introduce a goal horn if Montreal scored. I haven't been able to use it yet. It's so frustrating. I suppose I should. I'm going to think positive. I'm going to get my goal horn sound up because I'm hoping for a goal. We're in a commercial break now. Washington tomorrow night. Who to? I have respect now for people who do play-by-play because you have the Montreal players sitting in the box, and I'm probably going to have to look up and Pitlick. Yeah, I thought it was Pitlick when I looked at him. He's like, oh, Pitlick. He's no, you can't be serious. Funny. I was going to say the play-by-play guys who can sit there and watch this game and call the play-by-play. I could barely tell the numbers of people skating. Dvorak, unless they turn the right way, these guys just and they say it so fast. It's unbelievable. So of course the Islanders, they're not going to take any chances here. They'll try and get set up. Yeah, they're set up and trying to pass it back and forth. Montreal doesn't have to panic too much here. Barzell. He might be good. Ooh. Yeah, trying to hit Pajot with this pass, and Montreal player lifted the stick. They get a chance. They got a rebound. And we're halfway through. As I was saying, Montreal doesn't have to panic here. They can just at least kill off the. There you go, clear it. At least kill it off. Kept most everything to the outside and didn't allow the most dangerous one is the seam pass or the below the goal line to the bumper slot pass, quick passing. Those are the 2 plays you really have to watch out for. They were trying to get a rebound off Price. That may not be a bad play because he hasn't played a whole lot, and he has given up a couple of rebounds. Certainly, if you shoot it into the pads, that's what you're going to get. So they're set up again. Got 14 seconds left. I think it was looking seam. Bailey's shot, nothing. Montreal picked off the pass, and the penalty's over. All right, so the big question is now, when do you pull the goalie? It's if he hurries up, it's a 3-on-2. No, we got back in time. Oh my God, blocked again. Caulfield with it. Oh, that was a good chance. I think he was going off the mask to the short side. Trying to generate something. As I was saying, when Schooneman off the skates of Suzuki. Yep. Yeah, when do you pull the goalie? I used to think that you want to pull the goalie as soon as possible, but now I'm not so sure. I think, 2.5 minutes when you're 2 goals down is a good time. So just when you get control. After 3, like between 3 and 2, once you have control like they have now, I pull them. Here's Schooneman. No. Deflected wide. Montreal still controlling. Bounced in front. That's icing. Yep. All right. 2:38. I think you got to pull him now. You got to face off in the zone. You want to overload. 6-on-5. You really need to get a goal quickly so you have a chance for the second one. Do you call the timeout now? Maybe not now, but I think you pull the goal. Yep, there he goes. Carey Price is going off, and we have the extra skater on. Carey Price on the bench, extra attacker on. And it's after doing so well in the faceoff dot, they lose that one. Oh, but they keep it in the zone. Fierce forechecking. They have it. They're still controlling. You got Pitlick in the backboards. A big scrum down there now. Edmondson coming in, pinching. And now they have control. And now you have some tired Islanders. Oh! Dvorak tapped it wide. Oh, Sorokin's got it. Oh. Just one of those games, huh? It's a down low play. Dvorak to Pitlick below the goal line. Pitlick back to Dvorak, and he shoots him wide. Aye. We have a little less than 2 minutes left. You gotta get a goal now. I got my goal horn. Let's go. Let's get the goal. You get a goal, and who knows after that? Come on, guys. Let's do it. I'm going to bring up my goal horn. Because I have belief. Now you do the timeout. Who's called it? They are not saying it's. I assume it's Montreal. It's got to be Montreal. Give their guys, mostly to give their guys a rest, right? Give their top players a rest so that they can go out there again. Get Gallagher on the ice, Dvorak. It's good he's playing the ones that's like Dvorak's had some opportunities, although missing that one was not good. You just remember Anderson put the puck through the crease when it was 0-0. That could have been one. This game would have a different complexion if that puck goes in. Here's Anderson. That's his strength right there. Battle on the boards and get the puck. That's what he did. Oh, now it's a 2-on-1 the other way. This is an empty netter. Wow. 3-0 Islanders. I wish I could give you a better result. Not only that they're going to lose to the Islanders, then they got to go tomorrow night and face Washington. And if they have to fly out, it's going to be even worse. Are they flying out for Washington? No, Washington's coming here. So at least they're not going to have the flight. So that's at least a bonus. It's not as bad when you don't have to travel. Oh, Schooneman after giving up that gopher to that turnover that caused the second goal, fell flat on his butt there. I've lost all my fans. I'm not surprised. The game's over. 1 minute left. One thing you have to say, it was a good effort. I mean, the score didn't turn out. They've been having some trouble lately. I think St. Louis got to loosen them up. Have some fun. It seems like they are doing the best when they were loose. 40 seconds, 48 seconds. They seem to be holding their sticks. Oh, we got to fight. Who is it? Edmondson and Martin. Yeah, Martin's a tough dude. Not throwing any punches yet. They're just kind of wrestling. Edmondson trying to get some punches in. Oh, Martin takes a couple shots. He's arguing with the linesman. Martin was arguing with the linesman. Why'd you stop me? Little frustration, I think, coming out of Montreal after. The effort was there. As I said, if that Anderson shot goes in, this is a different game. Montreal takes the lead 1-0, and it's the Islanders chasing. We get any instigator? It was a good wrestling match. For a fight, it was a good wrestling match. They're replaying the wrestling match. Only one punch thrown by Martin. Edmondson didn't even get a chance. Armia with a shot from the high slot, though. Not much trouble for Sorokin. Ooh, Armia got hooked there. They didn't call it. You could see he got his arm pulled right back. 20 seconds. It's all but over now. Here comes Romanov. Oh, Armia with a chance, but nothing doing. Sorokin shutout is going to happen. How many? 40? Did they say 44 save shutout? Yeah, it looks that way. 40. Yeah, that last shot made it 44. All right, we're basically done. I have to say, for this, these are the games that hurt the most. Your team comes out, it's 44-20 shots on goal. They controlled the game, and literally a 3-on-0 from I believe it was Schuneman, who lost the puck at the blue line. Just a tough puck day. They just couldn't handle it properly. Causes a 3-on-0. They score on that shot. And then a turnover in their zone and a partial screen on Price, and that one ends up in the back of the net, and then an empty netter. Literally, how many shots did they have this period? Like, where's the shots by period? Per period, here we are. Montreal, 14 shots in the first period, 16 shots in the second period, 14 shots in the third period. Islanders, 8 shots in the first, 4 shots in the second, 8 shots in the third. They did have 8 shots that period. They did have a little bit of zone time there after they scored the second goal. Well, since there's nobody watching, very disappointing. Well, not disappointing. Montreal played well. You just want to see them break out. Islanders, just that tough team to play. They just play that smothering defense. And it proved to be Montreal just didn't have the enough creative offense to break through that stifling defense. They had a couple of opportunities. The Pitlick one off the post. I mean, that right off the inside of the post. So if that goes in, Anderson, wide open net, shoots it straight through the crease. I mean, this game could have easily gone the other way. Anyway, this is Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. I will have the final word tomorrow morning as to whether I'm going to be here tomorrow night. But until then, I'll see you on. If not tomorrow night, it'll be next week. But I'm really hoping tomorrow night. So see you tomorrow night. Adios.